Yo, this is what I believe you should learn from pop music as a music producer. Let's get right into it. Point number 1, leave your listeners unsatisfied. According to Billboard.com, the average length for a Hot 100 Top 10 song is about 3 minutes, and 39% of those songs are under 3 minutes in 2019. What does this tell us? Well, this could probably be due to the fact that listeners in general have just shorter attention spans, but I like to look at it this way, prompting them to replay the song again and again. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to go release 1-minute tracks or your 8-bar loops into Spotify for listeners to listen to. However, we can use this technique creatively in our music. Let's take Tyler the Creator's 911 Mr. Lonely for example.
Was it longer?
No.
Okay.
No, that part, I was like, I'm gonna just give niggas 8 bars of these chords just so they could want it.
Yeah.
Want to replay it. And
Tyler mentions that in that bridge part with Frank Ocean, he purposely only makes 8 bars of it. It works because I remember myself listening to the song and like replaying that chirp, chirp.
Or is it bird? Chirp, chirp. Like, just that shit was just stuck in my head for like weeks.
You can do this in your songs as well. Maybe you find a part in your song that you know is incredibly catchy. Instead of lengthening it, keep it short. Leave your listeners wanting more, and therefore they would replay the song back again. He also previously mentioned in that interview studying pop music god Max Martin.
Pop music. I was like listening to pop structure. Kind of just what like Max Martin was doing and really getting into what Pharrell and Justin was doing.
Yeah.
The name Max Martin is going to be said a lot in this video because, well, he's the king of pop. Dude is tied with George Martin for the most Hot 100 #1 songs as a music producer. Let's move on to the second point, variations. Another simple technique is adding slight variations between the different sections of your song. Underscores does this in a lot of music. This is her talking about it for Johnny Johnny.
And now we add the cowbells, which is something that like, this is like a Max Martin trick or something, where it's like a pop vibe, where it's like, for the second chorus, you gotta add something different. I mean, sorry, for the second verse, you gotta add something different to the drums, just to vary it up a little bit. So we got one in the left, one in the right.
It's a very simple trick. Another form of variation is varying your drum hits themselves. Max Martin uses this technique in a lot of his music. The 2 main examples are Katy Perry's Raw and Last Friday Night. You can hear that in Raw, there clearly is 2 different snares being played. Whilst in Last Friday Night, it is a little bit more subtle, but the same thing applies. Underscore does it in the music as well. This is her method of doing it.
But this chain selector is crazy, isn't it? Like, what's going on is there's like 2 snares that are in it the whole time, and then I have these Travis Barker snares that are like sort of alternating because I'm using this LFO and I mapped it to the chain selector, so it's going like in between these 3 randomly, like there. See?
This is an easy trick to make your drums less static and to keep your listeners more engaged.
This is just a side note, but go watch Underscore's entire live stream for her latest album, Wall Socket. You will realize that not having a bunch of fancy plugins is not the barrier for you to make cool music. Like, a lot of the stuff she uses Ableton stock presets.
And the last thing I want to talk about today is unique intros. Max Martin always stresses the importance of having a unique intro. They pull you in right away. Typically, they are 4 bars long. Some are even as short as only 1 bar. Pharrell does this as well.
Straight up.
Even sometimes, Max Martin would use the chorus as the intro. Here are some examples of unique intros. Charlie XCX's Vroom Vroom, it essentially starts with the chorus.
Let's ride.
Sophie Face Shopping.
My face is the front of shop.
That weird melody that is super recognizable and immediately starts with the chorus as well.
No, we had this philosophy of, because he came from the DJ world to, and to keep people on the floor when you changed the song, it couldn't be like, what's this? It had to be something, he liked playing songs where they knew exactly what it was. just from the very start.
Max has also stressed the importance of having a unique intro and having a song being recognizable in the first 2 seconds. And that's it for today's video. I want to preface that in all my videos, I am just merely giving you tools that you could use in your music. Do not put them as your god. Comment below any other artists you want me to break down, and I'll be sure to get to it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.